Hey, it's Terry Gorry, and this is the Irish Law and Small Business podcast. The situation I come across sometimes would be with employees contacting me, and they invariably have a number of issues with their employment. They are dissatisfied, they're unhappy, and they feel that they have a range of things which have upset them or caused them stress or anxiety in the workplace. And they might email me then with the details of these things, and it could be a range of issues ranging from pay, working time, change of role, bonus, no bonus, maybe a supervisor or a manager dealing with them or treating them as they see it unfairly, perhaps somebody speaking to them inappropriately, perhaps even bullying or something of that nature. So you have a scenario here where you're going to advise an employee who is very unhappy in the workplace and essentially is considering leaving the job and perhaps bringing some sort of a claim, perhaps for constructive dismissal, perhaps for bullying, perhaps for discrimination. Regardless of that, when they send me on the information and when they send me on all the correspondence and when they show me the interaction between the employee and the employer over a period of time, sometimes it happens that the employee has sought a redundancy package. And this, quite frankly, is fatal to, or almost fatal to most claims. If they are complaining about being treated so badly in the workplace that they've had to leave and now bring a claim for constructive dismissal or discrimination or harassment or sexual harassment or whatever, and in the middle of it all then they were looking for redundancy or redundancy package. In other words, when it goes to the WRC or when it goes to court, the other side, the employer, will be able to say, look, all these issues are nonsense. This person was looking for a change of lifestyle. They were basically looking for redundancy in respect of their long service, and here's the evidence, here's the emails, or here's the letters, or here's the phone conversations we had about redundancy and the fact that there's no redundancy available or whatever. But if in the course of that, if in the course of an employee claiming that working in this place was so bad that they had no choice but to leave and bring these claims, and in the middle of all that you find requests for redundancy, then basically your case, the employee's case, is severely undermined, because, as I say, the other side will simply say this lady or this gentleman was looking for a change of lifestyle, they had enough. Unfortunately, there's no redundancy available. We told them that their position is not redundant, they're great workers and we'd be more than happy to keep them on, etc. But the question of redundancy does not arise because we still have a requirement for that work, we still have a requirement for that role, and there is no redundancy. This happens more often than you'd imagine when, on the face of it, a person is saying, I'm being treated abominably in this place, most inappropriately. It's like working in Dante's Inferno. And then when you get down into the weeds, you actually discover that the person who's contacting you was looking for redundancy and may therefore leave themselves open to the inference that basically they were looking for a lifestyle change, which is fair enough, but it's up to the employer to make you redundant. You can look for redundancy, but unless they agree, well, then you're going to be in a weak position. But making the argument then later on that you had to leave the job because of issues or inappropriate behaviour, etc., etc., your case will be weakened. It happens a lot. Hope you find this video useful. If you do, would appreciate if you gave it the thumbs up down below. Thanks a lot.